What's up, everyone? I'm Sofiya Pasternack, an award-winning author and mental health professional, and this channel is all about the intersection where writing meets psychology. I also post stuff about my author journey, baking bread, and outdoorsy stuff. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you're notified when I post a new video. So you might have noticed I have a different background. I'm kind of put myself into voluntary quarantine. I might have been exposed. In my non-author life, I am a critical care / disaster response nurse. So yeah, I might have been exposed, but we're waiting to see. I don't feel sick, but I'm just trying to be safe. So this is going to be my background for a little while. Anyway, into the video. So a few months prior to filming this video, I was at a writing conference in Provo, Utah called Life, the Universe, and Everything. And when I was on one particular panel, I brought up a method for world building that, to my surprise, nobody else had heard of, and it's the boiling water method. So full disclosure, I did not invent this method. A few years ago, a writer friend of mine mentioned it to me, and I loved it so much, and it worked so well for me that I incorporated it into my bag of writer tricks, where it has been super helpful. And I pulled it out several times as I was, going through my stories and trying to figure out world building. And now I want to share it with you because it has been so helpful with world building in my stories, and it's applicable in basically any speculative fiction. So how you boil water on, let's say, Middle Earth is fundamentally different than how you boil it on Tatooine. But both thought processes lead to the same kind of endpoint. You are forced to think about the mundane and nitty-gritty parts of your world. It's that easy. And it's that hard. So let's do a walkthrough. My original plan for this video was to actually film myself walking through my kitchen, but I don't want to do that now. So we're just going to use our minds. I'm going to paint you a word picture. So I want to boil water. I want to make something. I want to boil water. Me personally, Sofiya Pasternack, I go into my kitchen and I have a little electric kettle and I fill up my electric kettle and I plug it in and I turn it on and I wait like 30 seconds. It's so fast. If you like tea and stuff, you should get an electric kettle. They're awesome. And then I have my boiling water. Ta-da! And I would use it for tea because that's me. I drink a lot of tea. So, okay, now let's go through what that would be like if I was a character in some kind of spec fic story. Take your pick. Fantasy, sci-fi, somewhere in between. It doesn't matter. First step, I go into my kitchen. Stop. Okay. Who built this house? The kitchen's in a house, I assume. Maybe it isn't. If it's not in the house, why is it not in the house? Where is it? Who built it? How do I get to the house? Where did I come from? Did I buy this place? Did I inherit it from somebody? Did I steal it from someone? Is it separate within the house, like its own separate room, or is it combined with like the dining room? Is it combined with if there are like laundry inside this? Where are the doors in, doors out? Are there windows? Are there not windows? And am I safe here? Are there other people? Materials, what is it made out of? Is it wood? Is it plaster? Is it stone? Is it glass? Is it something like that? So I own an electric kettle. Let's assume that me is in this spec fic story. I own an electric kettle like I do in real life. It's amazing. Is this common? Does everybody have an electric kettle? Is this what everyone does? Or am I just some weirdo? Am I some bougie outsider who brought an electric kettle with me? Where did I get this electric kettle? Did I get it on Amazon? Did I have to trade somebody for it? Did I steal it from someone? Is it new or old? Is it like half busted? Do I need to do something with it in order to get it to work? Do I love this thing, or is it kind of a pain in the butt? Is it essential, or like I said, am I like bougie and extra? And if I didn't have it, what's the alternative? Would I microwave the water? Disgusting. I fill the kettle with water. From what? The tap. How does the tap work? Is there plumbing like there is in our world? If not, what kind? And what are the pipes made out of? That could be important. Like in ancient Rome, they had lead pipes and it made everybody go crazy. So is that happening to me and my people here? Are there plumbers here? Are there people who specialize in plumbing, or do I just have to hope that it doesn't get clogged up? What's the water source for the tap? Where does it come from? Is there a bucket somewhere? Do I have a bucket on my roof and it's like gravity fed, or is it through the ground like it is in our world? And if it's a bucket, where does the water in the bucket come from? Is it rainwater? Do I have to carry a bucket up there? Do I have to get it from a lake or a river or a well? Plug the kettle in. Why was it unplugged in the first place? What kind of plug is it? Where does the power come from? Is it coal, nuclear, solar, wind? And do I as a character know any of that? Do I know how any of those work? Why or why not? Think about you as an author living in the real world writing this. Think about where your power comes from. Do you know where it comes from? Do you know why or how it works? So I've got it plugged in, I turn it on, and I wait. How long does the water take to boil? Does it boil at the same temperature as it boils on regular Earth? Because depending on your pressure and your altitude and that kind of thing, water boils at different temperatures. And what do I do while I wait? So in regular life, I would just be on my phone, checking my phone. But what do I do here? Do I get out my cup and tea bags and sugar or honey, or what am I even boiling this water for? And if I do check my phone, or if I do get my cup out, and if I do find tea, where did all of those come from? How common are those in this world? Am I super rich and that's why I have them? Or is this a basic necessity? Is this tea rationed out to me? From who? For what reason? Maybe I sing a song. Well, what's the song? Where did I hear it? Are there radios? Are there pop stars? Is it a like folk song? Maybe I just space out. But what am I spacing out about? Finally, why am I boiling this water? Tea? Coffee? Or am I making the water safe to drink? Or using like a CPAP machine or baby formula? If I'm making a drink, is this drink for me? Or is it for a loved one? Or is it for my lord that I have to go take this to? Or the commander of the base that I'm on? I know all of those questions seem super like, wow, that's a lot of detail. But if you can get through all of those questions, you are guaranteed to have a pretty good idea of how your world works. And this is not an exercise in how to write a scene. This is an exercise in how to build your world. Those mundane background details are really important if you want to build a really good, fleshed out world that feels real. Like the reader could just reach out and touch it. And I also use this as a way to shake up writer's block if I'm completely stuck. Just doing this exercise, it's just a way to kind of jog my brain up, and then maybe I'll come up with something really cool for the story. You don't have to just go with my questions here. I will probably write up some kind of PDF just so like you've got a checklist to kind of make you think, but just pretend like you are a very talkative toddler and it's why this, why, how did that happen? What's happening? Why did you do that? Why did that thing do that thing? Anything that you can't ask why or what or how about, ask it and answer it. And maybe in somewhere in all that answering of your inner toddler, something is going to shake loose and you will be like, oh my gosh, pow, plot point. And if you're writer blocked, you will be able to get back to actually writing the story itself. In researching this topic, I tried to find basically a source for it so I could point people to different directions, because whatever the technique is for world building or character arcs, etc., nobody's the first one to have that idea or talk about it on the internet. So I wanted to be able to send you all to somebody else's version of this. And like, to be honest, I couldn't really find much. The things that I did find, I will link below. One is an interview from a magazine from like 2018, and one was on a blog, but that blog post is now deleted. So, yeah, I'll post what I found so that you can go and you can check that out for yourself. Kind of in the absence of this being available in a bunch of other places, I really hope that this video helps people out and introduces this amazing technique to more people for them to use. So that's my video. I am all finished now. So if you liked this, please give me a thumbs up. If you think that this was useful, please share it with a writer friend that you care about, and subscribe to my channel if you want if you want to watch more videos like this. So that's me, that's all, and have a great day.